Hello everyone, my name is Abu Bakr Salim and welcome to my channel. In the last video, we downloaded and installed Visual Studio in our computer and we created the first project in Visual Studio. Today, I'm going to write the first program in C language and we'll be discussing the different elements that are present in a C program. So, the first thing that you have to do is you have to write this hash symbol. After that, you have to write include, and after that, you have to write stdio dot h. Then you have to write void main with this empty parenthesis, and you have to put the curly brackets here. You might be thinking that what are these things? So don't worry, we'll be discussing them. Then you have to write printf, and I'll be printing hello world in this program. So in this program, the first thing is hash include, and hash include is basically a preprocessor directive, and it is used to include any library in a program. Now you must be thinking, what is a library? So you can see that we are using a printf function. Similarly, we can use multiple functions in a program. We'll be learning about printf function, scanf function, getch function, getche function, square root function, sine cos function. So there are different functions that are present in C language. And whenever we have to use any function, we have to include a specific library in which that function is present. So whenever we have to include a library, we first write hash include, and after that, in this less than and greater than sign, we write the name of the library. In this case, I am writing stdio.h. Stdio stands for standard input output, and h stands for header file. We also call it library file. There are different libraries that we can include. Right now I have only included one library, but you can also include hash, uh, another library, which is uh, conio.h. It also contains different functions. So whenever you include a library in your program, whenever you include a header file in your program, you can use the functions that are present in that header file. So console input output conio.h contains different functions, and stdio.h contains different functions. The next thing is void main. Main is a function and void is the returning type of that function. Main function is basically the starting point of your program. Whatever is present in a program will start executing from this main function. So this is the area from where the execution will start. And every program contains a main function. And it does not return anything. That's why the return type of main function is void. And void means nothing. After that, you can see these two curly brackets. These two curly brackets represent the starting and ending point of our program. These curly brackets are used to represent a code block. So right now my code block for main function is starting from line number 3 and it is ending at line number 5. So I am using curly bracket, opening curly bracket at line number 3 and closing curly bracket at line number 5. And in between these two opening and closing curly brackets, I have written printf hello world. This is the message that I want to print in my first program, and I will be executing it But before that, I just want to tell you that you have to make sure that in your program there should not be any error. For example, if you are missing a semicolon, semicolon, by the way, is a statement terminator. Every statement is terminated with a semicolon like this. But let's suppose if you have missed a semicolon and you try to execute a program, your program will direct you an error message. Okay, let me execute this first. When I will execute this program, I will see a message on this black console. This black screen is known as console or .exe file. And you can see hello world at the top. So whenever you execute a program, a black screen will be displayed in front of you. And uh, this is basically the output of your program. You can continue by pressing any key. Now let's suppose I remove this semicolon. When I will remove this semicolon, and now when I will try to execute my program, there is an error in a program. Okay, so you cannot execute a program that contains an error. And when you read the message, it is written expected a semicolon in this line. Okay, so it means that you have to place a semicolon before the ending curly bracket. So this is the first program that we have created. I'm again going to run it so that you can see the output once again. Hello world has been printed in front of you. So this is the first program, and we have discussed all the important elements that are present in a C program. If there is any question related to this program or this video, you can ask me in the comment section. I would highly recommend you to subscribe the channel and to bookmark this video, because there are a lot of things that we'll be covering in this series. So make sure to bookmark this video so that you can uh, watch all the other videos that are present in this course. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe.